Yo, what's up, gentlemen? Today, got a little bit of a stuffy nose, but I want to talk to you about discipline and how it's so important to increase your results with women. And just like date higher quality women. Higher quality women demand more discipline from the men they're with. Higher quality women will expect better things from you. And this kind of ties into a video I want to make after this, which is raising your standards and when you actually have the right to raise your standards. Because I feel like there's a lot of delusion with guys right now. It's like, yes, king, you should smoke weed all day and not go to the gym and be fat. But just because you have testosterone, just because you have a penis means that that woman should serve you, bro, like a king. Every king needs his queen, like that kind of weird thing. I think that's weird. Like, the fact is, like, especially if you like start getting some results with women, you start dating around a little bit, like you realize like men are not shit. Like women are kind of right, like men aren't shit. And so, and that's like men as a whole, but men have the opportunity to be incredibly strong, incredibly disciplined, super successful, just very like driven, you know. We have like this natural masculine ambition that if we just tapped into it, like we'd be so much happier, we'd get so much better results. And that's what I want to talk about in this video is your discipline. So discipline is incredibly important. And let me start by saying that like discipline is just the art of doing things that you don't want to do and just like pushing through your little emotions and just doing it anyway, okay? Whether you want to call it willpower, you want to call it whatever. And people are like, oh, you only have so much willpower in the day. And yeah, that's true. But you can train your willpower, you can train your discipline every single day. I'm going to talk about some personal experiences that I've had lately doing this. So, and like, don't take this as fucking gospel. Like, it's not like I do this fucking every day, always, religiously. It's just what I've been doing lately. And it's helped me a lot. I feel a lot more focused. Like, it's 6 a.m. right now, and I'm just out walking, shooting a video. I feel pretty good. I'm like awake. Woke up at 5:30, did some stretching, did some meditation. I feel good. And like, what I want to talk about is how to build discipline. Okay, so there's like a few things you can do, but first I want to explain like why discipline is so important. So if you're like I was, and you know all the things you need to do to become a high value man, you know all the things you need to do to become like super successful with women. Like, I just need to go talk to women. I need to approach. I need to talk to girls. I need to get better at social situations. I need to get in the gym. I need to create a vision of excellence, but you can't stop smoking weed or playing video games. Then you know what you need to do and you can't do it. You can't seem to do it. And that's because you have no ability to do things you don't want to do. Okay? You're letting your little boy brain, your little child brain run all your actions. You're letting all those little emotions run your entire day. And so what you need to do is progressively over time build up the discipline to do things you don't want to do, so you start doing more good things with your time than bad shit, right? I have a client right now and he's doing like 20, 30K a month in his moving company. And he's really successful. Like, for a 26-year-old guy, he's very successful, right? Like, successful dude. And what you guys don't realize is like he's at that level of success financially. He looks really good. Like, he's pretty jacked and has abs and everything. Like, good looking guy. And he has those kind of two pillars really in a good place, but he doesn't have good relationships with women. He has really struggled with instant gratification, with porn and, binge watching Netflix, doing all this instant gratification stuff. And like, if a guy like that can get results in finances and business, and yeah, he's in the program, so he's like learning how to get better with women. But if he can get finances and get a body that he actually really wants, then like, and he's still struggling with all this instant gratification bullshit, like, it would make sense that just by starting, just by building some discipline, you could get results for yourself. And so I want you to watch the end, because this is one of the most powerful hacks that I've found in my life, is just literally training your discipline. Because think about it, if you know what you need to do for 10 years to chase your vision of excellence, to get to where you want to be, whether it's with women, you know, have that one woman in your life, have the financial success you want, have the body, the perfect body you want, you know, have that like charisma, whatever you want in your life. You want to feel powerful, feel in control, feel respected by others, whatever that is. If you want that, and you do what you don't want to do, you do things you don't want to do because you know it'll help you get there for 10 years, there's no way you don't get there. And that's the beautiful thing, okay? It's the beautiful thing about discipline, right? So let's talk about what you can do to train your discipline. So I'm gonna tell you a couple things that I've been doing lately. Discipline is just the art of doing what you don't want to do. So do things you don't want to do, right? I started a few like good habits lately, but not because of the good habits, not because of the benefits. I started meditating, but I didn't start meditating because it like has positive mental health benefits, whatever. I started meditating because I've never wanted to meditate. I didn't want to. I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this. That means I should do it, right? So I just started doing it. Same thing with journaling. I started doing gratitude journaling. And I actually like doing it now. But let me switch hands. But even though I like it now, I didn't at first. I didn't want to do it. And that was really powerful for me. Like realizing that, oh shit, I can go do things I don't want to do. And I can just train myself to do it. Something I started last night, which is fucking hilarious, is I have this little cake. It's like 300 calories. It's like wrapped up in plastic. And it's on my counter. And I used to struggle with binge eating. I'm sure part of me still does. I just haven't wanted to in weeks. And, you know, part of me struggles with binge eating. And I've just been staring at this cake and not eating it for like 3 minutes before I go to bed. I'm just gonna start doing that. I think it's so funny. And I don't know if you can tell, like, you know, look at videos 2 weeks ago, and I'm very like, oh yes, you have to be this guy that's like super fucking serious. And I'm just like more joyful for life now, you know? I'm like able to have more fun. It's because I'm like actually in control of my life, it feels like. And that's something you can have too. Like I want it to be very, very clear. Like I don't think I'm gonna put B-roll. Like I don't think all that fancy shit actually matters. But like if you followed me on like Facebook, or you followed me on like anywhere where I actually sold my coaching before, you know that I have gotten a lot of results with women. Like even when I was kind of fat and nerdy, like even when I was kind of a loser, like my communication, I got it really on point, and now I'm engaged to like my dream woman. Like I got that part of my life figured out, but like there's a ton of shit that I still need to figure out, and I still want to figure out as a man. Like the 4 pillars of masculinity, like I still want to master all that shit. And that is the only way that I'm gonna be a guy that my girl is attracted to for the rest of her life, you know? She wants to, like, I want her to be like obsessed with me for eternity, right? I want her to be like super attracted to me for all of time. And that's kind of why I make these videos, is because like I'm on this journey to do this, and I want you guys to be too. And it's really powerful, you know? Like you can get your communication on point and bang a bunch of low value chicks. Like they're super sexy, super hot, super fun, like good times. But it's like, it's nothing compared to like having your dream woman, you know? Like your dream woman that you want to be with for the rest of your life, and you want like in 30 years her like send you naked pictures and stuff. It's nothing compared to that, you know? She like comes over and just like gives you head for no reason, you know, just because she's so attracted to you. I love that shit, you know? It's amazing. And like that's what I want you guys to have. And you guys can't get that. Like I'm speaking from experience. You can't get that from just like being good at communication. You can't get that from not having any discipline. Like I have ADHD. I'm like, I don't know if you noticed, but like I still kind of trail off in my videos. I don't really edit my videos. Like I still kind of trail off, like I'm training my focus. You know, I'm training my focus every single day. And like, just because you want to say, oh, I'm not focused. Oh, I have ADHD. Oh, I have that. I have this. I have that. I have mental health issues. Whatever. Like, dude, like everyone has mental health issues. Like, I just got off an onboarding call with one of my new clients, and he was like addicted to porn, and he hasn't been sober from porn for like more than like a week from like his stories he was telling me, and it's been like years. And he's like a successful guy, a successful business person, like owns a company, and like he's doing shit that's big, and he's struggling with his own shit, and he's like struggling with anxiety, like depression and stuff. And like I struggle with depression, you know, I have in the past, and I struggle with not being disciplined. I struggle with, you know, not having the chiseled jawline. I struggle with like all the same shit that you're struggling with, except I just chose to do something about it, you know? And I made that video on like the stages, the realistic stages of getting better with women. And the last stage is stage 6, which is actualizing yourself. Like it's focusing on like, what do I want in the long term? What do I want for the rest of my life? What are the dating results I want forever? What does that look like? And when you can focus on that, when you can focus on like, what do I want forever? What do I want 10 years from now? It makes it so much easier to make decisions when you're dating. But you have to get all these experiences first. You have to date around. You have to have all these experiences. You have to have casual sex. Like, I mean, maybe you don't have to, but definitely helped me discover who I am. Having tons of casual sex with like different hot girls, you know, like really helped me. And I don't regret it, even though it was like risky and like whatever. It's like, I don't regret that shit. It was a very formative time in my life. And so you need to start building your discipline. I know I got kind of off track, but like when you're building your discipline, like those are some things I'm doing, but you literally need to start just doing things you don't want to do. So like, if you're watching YouTube right now, the next self-development or, you know, educational YouTube video you watch, I want you to take notes with a pen and paper. I want you to pause every like 2 minutes and take notes, and really like take your time and go through it, because I guarantee that's something you don't want to do. Your emotional little boy brain wants to sit there and be like, hey, let's just like watch this for fun. Let's just watch this and hang out. You know, let's not do anything. Let's not do anything with our lives. Let's just sit around. That's what it wants to do. And you can choose to like listen to that, or you can like take some notes and do something you don't want to do. Because worst case scenario, even if you don't get value from those notes, like worst case scenario, you actually train your discipline, train your brain to do things you don't want to do because you know it's good for you. Anyway, like the video if you liked it, leave a comment. Let me know what you're focusing on discipline-wise right now in your life. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.